Hi, my name is Dara Boyd. I'm an American citizen, and I'm going to talk about the negative aspects of American TV. First of all, a really big part of American TV is reality TV, which is the most popular reality TV shows are, well, I guess now are Teen Mom, um, 16 and Pregnant, My Sweet 16 or whatever that thing is on MTV, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and Jersey Shore. In my opinion, they are complete shit. Um, I think they are a waste of time, and they have no productive educational value whatsoever to people in the U.S., but people soak that up. Um, the the reality TV show that I'm going to focus on is Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I think that it affects people in a way that they become seemingly less realistic about life and more materialistic. They expect they expect their lives to be more than or less than what it really is because of the reality that they watch in that TV show. For example, Kim Kardashian never went to college. She only became famous for a sex tape or something like that. A lot of teenage girls these days think that that's a realistic way to live, and it's not. They idolize someone like Kim Kardashian, but she does nothing productive for society whatsoever. She is just a spoiled millionaire with no brain, no education, no understanding of the outside world, but for some reason girls love that. I don't understand. But so instead of educating themselves, the teenage girls, or whoever watches it, I guess everybody watches it, but instead of educating themselves by watching TV shows on educational channels, and I'm not saying that all they have to watch is History Channel or Discovery Channel or Animal Planet or whatever, but it wouldn't be so hard to at least watch one show, alright? Anyway, so instead of educating themselves on for watching educational channels or TV shows, they're too busy trying to become something that society expects them to be, and that's completely unrealistic. They exercise for hours a day to get a big butt, or consider a boob job to get a body like Kim Kardashian, and while completely ignoring trying to study, which also leads to the media giving women a horrible body image, and which that's really nothing new. But so instead of trying to become powerful and independent and everything that American culture now is trying to push on women, it's still saying, no, actually, you want to be stupid and just pretty. You want to be a trophy instead of owning your own business or becoming the CEO of something or becoming a scientist or whatever. Um, I think that reality TV is a pretty horrible trend in the U.S. now. There's only one reality TV show that I ever thought was productive, and I think it was called Dual Survival, and it was about two men who put themselves in different scenarios. For example, if they were in the Florida Keys, which is like a swampy land in Florida. If they were there, and there's one man who was kind of like a hippie, and he was saying, okay, well, you can use everything from the earth in order to survive. And there's other man who was a marine, who was part of the military, and he said, okay, well, you should always have a knife on you, you should always have this and this and this on you. And it was about two different aspects of how to survive in very dangerous survival situations, and I really liked that show, but that didn't stay on the air because nobody wanted to watch it. Anyway, okay, one of the biggest parts of American television is news, and I have a lot of issues with that. I mean, I'm no expert in anything whatsoever, but the news aspect of it affects people in the way that it instills fear to the people of the country. You kind of have to understand a little bit about American politics, but for example, for the most part, conservative Republicans of the U.S. own and operate most of the mainstream news channels. They want to keep the country as it was back in the 1950s, where the religion was Christian, the race was Caucasian, the language was English, and where men were the workers of the family and the women stayed home with the children, which is completely ridiculous. It's 2013. We need to be a little more progressive. That's just my opinion. So when a new statistic comes out about new demographics relating to religion, languages, races, or feminism in the U.S., the conservative news channels twist the statistics around and make it seem like feminism, for example, is a bad thing, that homosexuality and feminism together, along with undocumented immigrants, are taking over the country and destroying families. And people who lack the common sense, they believe that, and they lash out at the gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender community, or they lash out at feminists or women in general. They lash out at immigrants of everywhere, but predominantly Hispanic and Latino communities that get most of the slack, because in the U.S. a lot of people think, oh, well, if you're Mexican or you're Puerto Rican, you're automatically an immigrant. If you look brown, then you're not from here, which is completely ridiculous. But I think that that says more about the people who watch the channels, and they're not properly educated. But it is also the fault of the news channels. That's my opinion about American TV. This is actually kind of long, and I didn't mean for it to be, but that's my opinion. Thanks.